Have you ever noticed how we make the quickest decisions when we don't think about the consequences? Why is it when we make up our minds quickly, nothing comes to reassure us of the choice we made? Emotions can be dangerous, especially when they're out of control. And is there a worse emotion than desperation? Desperation will have you acting out of character, accepting more nonsense than usual. You will even call or text back just in case she responds. Humans like to believe nobody will see them in their desperate moments. But the devil, he lies in wait, watching. And with our desperation, he dances. This is a story of a man in his desperation makes a deal with the devil. In the year 1396, when Sigismundus, the former king of Hungary, was defeated by the Turkish Emperor Silipino, a German soldier deserted his regiment in the thick of battle and took refuge in the woods. The foes of war were soon replaced by the enemy's cold, thirst, and hunger. With nowhere to turn for help, he was about to surrender to the powers of despair when, without warning, an awful spirit appeared before him. He offered the poor soldier great wealth if he would but serve this uncanny master for 7 years. Seeing no other escape from his misery, the soldier agreed. The terms of the pact were quickly stated. For 7 years, the soldier was to wear only a bearskin robe, both day and night. He was to say no prayers. Neither comb nor shears were to touch his hair and beard. He was not to wash, nor cut his nails, nor blow his nose, nor even wipe his behind. In return, the spirit would provide him with tobacco, food, drink, and an endless supply of money. The soldier, who by his very nature was not especially fond of either prayers or of cleanliness, entered into the agreement. He took lodgings in a village inn and discovered soon enough that his great wealth was ample compensation for his strange looks and ill smell. A nobleman frequented this inn. Impressed by Bearskin's lavish and generous expenditures, he presented him with a proposal. "I have 3 beautiful daughters," he said. "If the terms are right, you may choose any one of them for a bride." Bearskin named a sum that was acceptable to the nobleman, and the two set forth to the palace to make the selection. The 2 older daughters made no attempt to hide their repugnance of the strange suitor, but the youngest unhesitantly accepted her father's will. Bearskin formalized a betrothal by removing a ring from his own finger and twisting it into 2 pieces. One piece he gave to his future bride, the other he kept. Saying that soon he would return, he departed. The 7 years were nearly finished, so a short time later, Bearskin did indeed come back for his bride. Not freshly bathed, neatly shorn, elegantly dressed, and riding in a luxurious carriage, he was a suitor worthy of a princess. Identifying himself with his half of a twisted ring, he claimed his bride. Beside themselves with envy, and furious that they had squandered their rights to this handsome nobleman, one of the bride's older sisters hung herself from a tree, and the other drowned herself in a well. That evening, someone knocked at the door, and when the bride opened it, it was the devil in his green jacket who said, "You see, I now have 2 souls for the one of yours."